Hello lovelies and studlies, and welcome to this week's Craft Corner video. This week we are going to be making those yarn wall hangings that if you haven't seen in stores, I'm sure you've seen online or at least on Pinterest. Basically, you just take some kind of stick or branch from a tree or something and you tie yarn to it and it drapes down, you trim it and make it all pretty colors, and it's so customizable. You can make it to fit any decor, whatever colors you want. You can add cool stuff to it like feathers or beads, and basically I'm just going to be showing you guys how to do that today. For this craft you are going to need yarn, a lot of yarn. You'll also need a pair of scissors and some kind of stick or branch or something to tie your yarn onto. The first thing that you're going to want to do is decide how long you want your wall hanging to be. And this is all up to personal preference, however long you want it, however much space you need to fill, it's all up to you. But what you're going to want to do is decide how long you want it and then double that. And then you are going to want to cut it all out. Cut out a bunch, all the yarns. I am also going to be adding tassels onto mine, and for those you're going to want about, I didn't specifically measure it, kind of personal preference, however long you want them to be, but I went with probably about a yard worth of yarn, and you're going to need about 20 pieces for each tassel you want to add, so keep that in mind when you're cutting it. Once you've done that, and you've spent hours and hours cutting yarn, you can finally start adding it to your stick. So I'm going to be starting off with the dark blue. You're just going to want to take one piece and fold it in half, and you have your little loop at the end and the two ends on the other side. And then you're going to take your dowel or your stick, you drape it over so the loop is on the other side, and then take the ends, the cut ends, and put them inside of the loop, so it's like this. So you want to pull them inside of the loop and then just pull it through to tighten and push it on over to wherever it was that you wanted it, and just pull to tighten, and you have your first string on. And basically we're just going to keep doing this until it is full of yarn. Kind of what it's looking like now that it's built up a little bit, but a quicker method. So I'm holding it over to the side right here to get it even, and then you take the loop, pull it underneath, and then you just put your two fingers inside of it, your pointer finger and your thumb, and grab the two cut pieces and just pull them through like that, and then you just tighten. And it's just a much quicker way. So once again, you're just going to put the loop underneath your stick, go inside of the loop and grab the two cut ends and pull them through, and then just tighten. I'm going to go ahead and take one of my light blues. Go ahead and just kind of get an idea of where that's going to be starting. So I'm gonna go ahead and start building on the light blue that's going to be in the center and build that out so I can see how far I want that light blue to go. I have a good bit done. I am gonna go ahead and cut over really fast to almost being finished, because who really wants to see me put on every individual piece of yarn? So, ready, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I have finally finished. So now we have this, and what I am going to do is start working on the tassels to attach to it, and then I'm going to trim it. So you're going to want your approximately 1 yard strands, and you're also going to want some smaller little strands, however many. You'll just need 1 for each tassel. But what you're going to want to do is you take 20 of these, the longer ones. So I'm now going to fold this in half, and then you're just going to want to take one of your little extra pieces and tie it around. Now that is tied, and basically just going to go through and trim it. I just have to make 10 more of these guys. Got 11 tassels finished, and I'm going to start attaching them to my wall hang. You guys comment down below if you know what that song is. Put a comment down below, and if you get it right, you earn 2 nerd points. You're welcome. So now we've got this, and I'm just going to stretch it out up here a little bit. So now I have my tassels, and I am just going to lay them down and work on where I want them to be placed. Now that I have the placement that I like, so I'm basically just taking 2 of the tassels and tying it around. Make sure it's nice and tight so that it doesn't move. Now that we have our tassels attached, basically we're just going to trim the bottom into the pattern. But basically I'm just going to kind of try to brush this out a little bit and then flatten it out as much as I can. And so now I'm just going to take this and decide kind of where I want it to go, and take the scissors and just trim it up. Now this doesn't have to be perfectly clean. Once you hang it up, you can always clean it up a little bit, but just try to get the general idea correct. So there we go. I kind of got it at a nice little angle there. Now those are roughly done where I want them. Now that you've finished creating your wall hang, you're going to want to attach some kind of string of some sort, but you're just going to want to tie a little bit on each side, and that way you can hang it up with the end of that. Okay, there we go. So now you have this nice little thing to hang it up with. And then once I hang it up, I'll just trim it up to, but this is roughly what we have ended up with. And then as soon as you're finished, you just hang it up wherever you would like it to go, and you have a lovely wall hang. Very cheap, easy, fun thing to do, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Anyways, that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching this week's Craft Corner. Make sure to give a little love, tap that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. And if you plan on making one of these as well, make sure to follow me on Twitter at BrittanyBTV or on Instagram at BrittanyNT94, and make sure to tag me in your pictures so I can see your lovely creations. I would absolutely love to see how you changed it up and how you decided to do it. But if you enjoyed this and you would like to see more, make sure that you go down below and hit the subscribe button. I will be uploading a new Craft Corner video every single week. And also, if you really enjoyed hanging out with me, go check out my vlog channel as well. I upload videos every single day of just my daily life and the things that I do and stuff. But anyway, I hope that you guys found this tutorial helpful. I hope you decide to go out and make one of these. Like I said, super easy, looks really cool, and I think it's a really awesome craft. But thank you again so much for watching. I can't wait to see your lovely creations and hopefully more of your lovely faces every single week. So that is all that I have for you guys today. And I will see you in the next one. Bye! Oh man, I need to keep this thing around. That was super easy. I just like stayed where I needed to focus and focus. Oh, that's so nice. I need to get one of those big pointer sticks like the teachers have and use that. Anyway, okie dokie, pokey pokey, artichoke. I need to stop with the clapping of scissors. Oh, I thought I almost cut my hair there for a second. They don't have to be as cute as my sprinkle scissors, but you know, they can be. Now I have this, it was a cheap wooden, I think they're called dowels. I'm not sure. So you'll also need some shorter, to say. However space, however, again, kind of words. Make sure not to forget this part.